Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Jake. Thank you so much for listening to the episode. I hope you're liking it. It's this new arc or season that Misha is running. Just wanted to remind everybody that we had a Patreon that we had recently started. And here is a list of the patrons. Let's go with Colby Neubauer. Thank you so much. Yam Sates. Thank you so much. The name Yam makes me laugh as a first name. Randall Betts. Thank you very much. Miles Legueneche, or Legs. Looks like we can just call him Legs. Drowrin. Thank you guys so much. And Taylor Bell. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, if you wanted to help us out on Patreon, it's only $3. It's nothing crazy. We will give you a little shout out at the end of the episode, and we'll probably work out a lot more in the future. This is pretty brand new, so thank you guys. And this is a little remix that my buddy Anthony made of the intro song. So this is pretty near and dear to my heart. Anthony's a great friend of mine, and he is a fan of the pod. He also just got engaged, so big shout out to them. Happy for their future, and I hope they have a long and fruitful relationship. And I hope you guys like this remix. And also, if this is, I guess, something that you do, you can feel free to send us other music, because this is pretty cool. Peace.
This is Agent West of Delta Green. Requesting immediate. Can anyone hear me? I'm so tired.
So yeah, but did you guys watch the new Scott Pilgrim anime?
I've not. I've heard really good.
Netflix?
I've heard really good things.
Loved it. Loved it.
You know what I'm really excited for? The Furiosa trailer dropped.
Yeah.
That looks fucking dope.
Yeah. That actually looks
I don't think
sick.
you like Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you like that.
I saw the trailer, and Emily and I were like,
You didn't like Fury Road?
no, I didn't.
That movie was
How do you
perfect.
not like literally the best movie dropped this last 100 years? Not just 2000 on. That is the best cinematic experience dropped ever.
That's wild that you think that. Tell me one thing in the story that happens other than like he goes to like get those chicks. Like, tell me one thing that is actually a plot point in that movie of like this. The story has an arc, and like list one point in that arc.
But the seeds.
Furiosa,
Witness Me, etc.
like
What is?
fine. What?
See,
I'm
the
blown
fact
away.
that you're
No.
struggling right now gives
What
me
are you?
everything
The
that I need to
whole
know.
thing is about she's trying to get these women free from
The
Morton
tyranny.
Joe,
Yeah.
and like that's the story, and that's what happens. She smuggles them out. They escape on the water truck.
So it's just like movies in the 70s where they were like, I'm going to make this movie about a car chase. That's the same shit of like...
Taken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I don't-
it's incredible.
No, it's not.
Well, cinematically,
I am
yeah,
really
agree.
glad that you like that movie. That's fucking awesome because cinematically it was really cool. But my fucking
I'm
my
blown away.
ultra smooth marble brain didn't understand any of it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are they fucking huffing? Like, that's why all this is happening. They're huffing fucking spray paint. Like, they're fucking
War
all
Boys?
Yeah, they wanna
super
get to
fucking
Valhalla.
high. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to get to Valhalla. What else do you know?
I didn't understand.
Crazy
any of
brainwashed
it.
War Boys,
I didn't
dude.
understand any of it.
They got Guzzling Town. They got Bullet Town.
Yeah.
And Guzzling Town and Bullet Town
Do
went
not
right
become
over.
addicted to water,
Right.
my friends.
Yeah, no, I love Mad Max. That's the only movie I've ever seen in every format.
Wow.
Damn.
I saw that movie. I was taking people. I was like, I will fucking pay you to come watch this movie. Like, I will buy you a ticket to this movie.
Yeah.
It is so fucking rad.
It was
Maybe
hype.
I should rewatch it.
I mean,
Because I
have
watched
your
it in
opinion.
the theaters when it came out, so I should. It's been
8
probably
years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can
I mean,
give it another chance.
Did you
I'm
did you
open-minded.
go like slightly late, like a week later when everyone overhyped it, and then you went with like too high expectations or something? Contrarian, might be.
Probably, to be honest, that's maybe a good.
Because that is an effect, and I'm always aware of that bias because I hate if it happens to me. So I'm you go in with a fresh mind. That's what I say.
I think so, and this is another thing that's gonna get me fist fought one day, just like this take. I don't think The Godfather was a good movie, and it's because I need to understand every single decision that's being made in the story, and if the story's not going to explain it to me, I'm like, oh,
So what do you think of Show Not Tell as a start?
I'm just not a fan.
Oh, really?
I'm not
Okay.
like, I need you to be like, listen, this is why we are
Right.
cutting to this scene.
Exposition.
Because like it just reminds me of like the Star Wars movies that came out in like 2001, where you just jump to a scene and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like what?
That I agree with.
They're just they're just doing something.
In its
now.
defense, I was also a kid the most of the time when I watched Star Wars. So
I
I'm like,
watched
I
it
can-
like 3 years ago, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
confusing.
No,
as
I
I
agree
shit.
with
can
that.
understand why you don't like Mad Max now. I get it.
Same with The Godfather, and I'm like, dude, you can't just cut to some because I read The Godfather, so I understand why they're killing all these fucking people. In the movie, they're just cutting to scenes and like, all right, I'm gonna fucking hide this gun in the bathroom, and you gotta fucking go get it.
So I got to represent the other listeners that don't agree with you. So
Yeah.
the thing is,
I know I'm in the one.
I'll say,
What do you mean? What do you mean the other listeners? That's
Yeah.
99%.
well, there you go. Even
I
more
know that
reason
it's
to do it.
everybody else.
So
I do
yeah,
understand
I will
that.
say that I like when they show people doing things but don't tell me what they're doing. Like don't explain it because I get immersed. It's world building in a way that's not like this is this world and here
I do
we're
understand,
we're
yeah.
taking out the garbage now. You know, like show me people being people and then let my mind wander into this is how this world or this scene operates. You know,
Right.
like that. That's the part where I get lost in it is when I'm exploring the world through my own thoughts, not how they wanted me to
Presenting
see
it.
Yeah.
And like my perfect example of storytelling for me is like Tolkien. It's like Lord of the Rings. So it's like, oh yeah, give me as much exposition as you fucking want, baby. Just like tell me anything you fucking want.
Exposition. The movie.
Yeah, it's great. I love that shit.
Yeah,
but I do,
all right.
I fully understand that like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
make movies for not that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
With that.
I guess I have to get used to wrangling you guys in.
Yeah, there you
huh?
go. Yeah, that'll happen.
It's a bunch of cats, dude.
Yeah, it's a
herding
bunch of
And
cats.
another thing.
Uh,
I'm a player now.
Speaking
I
of
get,
cats,
I get
Chris is
excited.
two of them.
I have 4 cats. I can do this. No problem.
Well, you just fucking earned 4 more.
Hey.
Or squirrels. I don't know. I think you guys are going to squirrel a lot. Yeah, so I'm taking the reins with this one, guys. I've been kind of writing my own campaign now for like better part of a year. And this is fresh, never before seen content.
That's longer than I've ever written a campaign. So
I'm sorry you put so much work
Combined.
into it.
Yeah.
We're just
I
gonna
know.
derail this thing like that.
We're gonna jump right to the end, the big
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
In the
Yeah.
first session.
Yeah.
Gonna shoot
Whatever the
everybody.
mystery is, we're gonna figure it out today.
Well, if you do, congrats, because I was like sweating bullets last night trying to muster up the courage not to just like weasel out of this somehow. But like sometimes I just get this bug up my butt and I just like snowballs and I'm like, you gotta do it now. And then I'm just hyping myself up. And I've never been this nervous since high school when I had to do like cello solos in front of like the entire school and stuff.
well, yeah, this is your first time DMing and you're
First
fucking
time.
recording it. Like
Yeah,
that's a
and-
lot of pressure to put
and
on.
the
All
voting.
you
Yeah.
gotta think, this is a cello solo that anybody in America or the world can listen to. So no
Yes.
pressure at all.
Yes.
Yeah, but also really no pressure because no one's gonna.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one
No
wants to. Like, no one is
no.
listening to this.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's fine.
No one listens anyway. I have nothing to worry about.
That's what I told her. I was like,
Yeah, Chris just makes up viewer numbers. Like, we don't actually know.
Yeah. He just sends like random numbers in the thread, and sometimes they're up
I
and
don't
down.
even post this online. I just record. Just to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
I wanted to start this off though saying like a big thank you to Paula for being my soundboard on this one, and also my friend Maria who helped me write it. She's a really cool female DM, so it's kind of like a girl campaign, I guess, that you guys are probably gonna die on. So
Good.
yep.
Right on.
I look forward to it.
Hashtag girl campaign.
Anyway, so
Girls get it done.
just so girls get it done. I wrote this campaign as like a prequel. So it does contain some familiar faces. The timeline is I wrote it to be Acid Reflux's inaugural mission.
Hey.
So yeah, Strauss and Duffy are here with us, and
Gotta remember my Strauss voice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to figure
remember-
out what my guy's gonna sound like.
I have to remember sober Duffy.
yeah, sober Duffy, not afraid of birds.
Yeah, I was gonna. You freaking ruined it.
But also, yeah, I'm just thank you so much for doing this with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I kind of now like post like hindsight kind of realize it's kind of might be boring to play characters you've already played that have died already. So, and you might be thinking, listeners, how can
Immerse
you do a
me.
prequel? Listeners might be thinking like, why? How can it be a prequel if we still have Duffy and Strauss? And then it's like, don't insult my intelligence. I know how timelines work. Okay,
She's got this in
I
the
got
bag
this.
somehow.
Yeah,
Some way, somehow.
We as players have interrogated her enough to where we are
I-
comfortable with this happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear that, Chris, maybe you can speak to this. I hear when kids get mobile, learn to like actually walk, it seems like they're trying to do everything they can to kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's going to be me and Strauss, so don't worry.
Little
See if you
kids
can keep me
are,
alive.
little kids are
Yeah.
wild.
Well, we'll see what happens. Like, did you bring a backup character? I'm just joking.
Yeah,
I'm
she-
joking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his
You
name
can
is
die. She's
You
made that
can-
clear.
Levi.
You can die.
Yeah.
His name is Louse.
His twin brother Louse. Why does he have a different last name?
Revive Louse.
Shut up. That's why.
All right. So this campaign is named Spring Break at the Hemlock.
Spring Break at the Hemlock. That's a cool name.
Yeah. So timeline is about 2018, May. Spring Break, Obby. Yeah. So let's get to it. We are starting off with Agent Strauss.
Okay. Where am I? What am I doing?
So in your Strauss episode with your backstory, you said that you visit your Bond Nick.
Yes.
And you said you visit him about like twice a month.
Roughly, it was like, I pictured roughly once, like weekly.
Weekly? Like weekends or like
yeah,
after work one day?
Yeah, like, I mean, he'll check in pretty regularly. It's not like I go every Monday, but it's like, oh, I got time the week's coming around. I got time tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
So on a regular basis.
So all the nurses and staff, they
oh
know
yeah,
you,
they absolutely, like, he's a familiar face there.
Yeah, and
Bring some donuts.
yeah,
Yeah,
bring
what
some
is-
donuts.
I
Do you-
forgot about your therapy write-off. Your like
Yes.
your workaround.
do you bring donuts today or
Maybe I bring a coffee for
bring coffee?
I show up early today. Bring a coffee for me and a coffee for the desk lady.
Desk lady. Well, the desk lady's name is Madge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madge.
And you walk in.
Don't worry my character's backstory.
She has two kids as
All
a
right.
tourist.
All right, so yeah, he pops in just like, morning, Madge.
So you walk in, and it's a little bit different this time. You see a little bit more hustle and bustle around. There's like
Okay.
nurses are just kind of like giggling and gossiping, and Madge is behind the table, and she has like the first button of her blouse undone, and she's kind of waving a piece of paper in front of her face, and she's like, "Oh, Levi. Oh my gosh, Levi, is your uncle
Yeah.
with you?
What? Huh?
Is your uncle with you?"
My uncle? No.
He just left 10 minutes ago. He was just, and then before she can finish, Linda, the other receptionist, kind of smashes
Whoa.
into her, and she
What?
slides a piece of paper over to you, and she's like, "Levi, give this to your uncle. Tell him it's from Gwen." Or Linda. I said her name was Linda. He'll know what that means.
Okay. And he's super confused. I grab the paper and look at
Okay,
it.
recap names. I need to know.
Madge is the receptionist lady. This doesn't really super matter, but she does
Oh,
have a
okay.
backstory, and I overthought this to the umpteenth
Okay,
degree.
Okay.
But then and at this point, you start to like kind of look around, and at every single nurse's station and receptionist table, there's like a little tiny bouquet of flowers on each one.
Okay. What's on the paper?
On the piece of paper,
Yeah.
it's her number.
What?
Your
Yeah.
uncle's a horn dog.
What? in-
Yeah, dude. Your
What
uncle-
the hell? He'd
Yeah.
be like,
So Madge is like,
Okay.
she's like, your uncle just came. He said that he
My
probably can't
uncle.
stay to see you.
Did you get description? What did
Oh, he was
which
like-
one of my uncles? Tell me what he looked like.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
he was just a really tall, debonair man. He gray hair, gray suit.
What, did he just show up and then
Sounds like Bob.
lead this and then leave? Or what?
No, he came. He said that he wanted
Can
to
I?
see the man that saved his nephew's life. Oh my gosh, what a man. What a man.
Okay, can I do a human? Because this
Sure,
is
go
this
for
is
it.
clearly very weird.
Go for
It's
it.
not like Madge.
Yeah. No, not at all. 95. I got no idea why they're being so fucking
Yeah,
weird.
you got nothing. You're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, yeah, I'll be sure to give my uncle this. And like looks at the thing like this piece of paper and like put it in my pocket.
Yeah, Linda's just like, tell him I'm down for anything.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
wow.
Thought you were married.
Doesn't matter.
Damn.
Doesn't fucking
It's an
matter.
open match. It's open match.
All right.
It's 2018.
So they're being completely fucking weird.
Progressive.
They're being
Yeah.
completely fucking
I'll-
weird.
I will, for the moment, just like keep my guard up. Like, what in the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Sign in.
Yep.
Head
all
up
that
to next
jazz.
room.
You go up to Nick's room. And you go into Nick's room and you're around the corner and Nick is sitting in his wheelchair, vegetable state, staring out the window like he'd do, because I listened to your backstory.
He's got a
Thank
piece
you.
of paper for the uncle as well.
And yeah, the room looks just normal as usual, except on his side table you see a stuffed duck from the gift shop with a card next to it that just says "Get well soon." And do you pick up the card?
I was gonna say, yeah, I would pick up the card, and it's just like a
Like a "Get well soon" card.
Yeah.
And in the card it has a phone number.
Okay, that's interesting. It's the same number as on the piece of paper.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, I will call the number
You call the number.
tomorrow.
You can call the number.
No, just kidding. I'll call right now.
So you call the number, and not even as the first ring finishes, it's picked up, and you hear a soft voice answer.
Okay.
It's just a woman's voice, and she says, "They said it would rain tomorrow, and as a Delta Green agent, you would respond."
You can't trust the weathermen, not in the summer.
And she says, "The key is in the duck. Thank you," and then hangs up.
All
And
right.
as she hangs up, the desk drawer starts to ring.
Okay. So wait, the desk drawer.
The desk drawer starts to
So
ring.
I open up. There's a new phone in there.
It's locked.
Okay. Tear the duck open. Grab the key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength roll. I'm
I
joking.
can't, no, it's-
no.
Let's see here. Strength. Failed. 78 or 75.
Can't break the duck open.
Yeah, there's a cell phone in the desk drawer, and
Cool.
also a manila envelope with your name on it that says confidential.
We missed an R in that one.
I did, but still take it.
Just a Stouse.
It's just a stout.
This is cool. We got we get
Confidential.
handouts this time.
Yeah.
I actually got handed.
Yeah, let it be known. Misha just handed
Yes.
a real
Yes.
envelope
Real
with confidential
envelope.
Stouse on
So,
Stouse.
so you
This
pick
must
up
not
the-
be for me.
It's his brother.
Delta
Damn.
Green's made a mistake.
Do you pick up the phone?
Yeah, I will pick up the phone.
All right.
Absolutely.
And the other end of the
Dude,
phone.
that looks fucking terrifying. I'm just seeing it from the back. I'm not even
Yeah,
seeing it.
there's
It looks fucking scary.
There's like-
So, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
okay, I'll
the
pick
phone-
up the phone,
phone
then I'll go
first.
over what I just
Yeah.
opened
Sure.
up.
You pick up the phone and you hear a man's voice. You probably gauge the voice age around like 60-ish.
Older.
Older.
gentleman.
I base this character off of Clint Eastwood. If anyone's
Okay.
trying to visualize like what his voice sounds like, and he's just
If
like,
you've heard of him.
Agent Strauss. It's good to hear from
Who
you.
is this?
We fade to black.
Ah, Jesus. Well,
damn.
I just
Okay.
want to go over what I was just handed and what I opened up.
Yeah,
Um,
or I have to hand one of everyone, so we can just
Okay,
like go
okay.
through it.
Yeah.
But I gotta hand them out to everyone. So
All right, I'll wait.
So wait your goddamn turn.
Yeah.
just
You're,
like
you're time locked right now.
No.
You can't even look at
I don't wanna. You know what Strauss does after this? He goes home and throws the phone away, and I'm not participating in your adventure. All right, this is cool.
all right. Well, so far so good, everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, we're doing it.
everyone titillated.
Actually, so far, not so good. I didn't set out any dice. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm a complete fucking idiot. Give me 2 seconds.
You will have
Okay.
to roll, so that is important. Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
Which is kind of funny because he was the one that was next, so I'm just gonna wait.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I gotta mentally wait now.
That's why I was like, I should speak up.
Yeah.
I got dice here if you want.
Do you know that?
I just borrow 2.
Yeah. No worries. That's all good.
I'm using my glass dice. Since I don't have to roll them as much. And so I don't have to worry about them breaking, because they already broke the tip off the D4. So hey, don't buy glass dice.
Broke the tip.
Yeah, no, that seemed like a weird material for
Just
guys.
the tip. Broke
Yep,
the tip.
but they're pretty.
All right. We are at Agent Duffy.
Let me put my headphones
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, he can hear you.
in. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, how would he hear you?
Agent Duffy.
Did
So-
you look at my character's real name?
Actually, no.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right, go on, Agent
I
Duffy.
didn't. I will also say when I printed it off, I did not look.
Really?
Well,
Wow.
dude, you
That's amazing.
Can I see his real name?
clearly nobody fucking cares.
What?
Just trying to be respectful.
No, well, it was an inside secret between me and the DMs.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, you know what?
Too late
I have
now.
it on my phone.
I mean, okay.
You can't tell me too late because
Don't-
I'm the DM.
Well, yeah, you got it, but don't tell these jabronis.
I won't.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not the GM now, so I don't know.
GM exclusive,
I'm gonna get in
handler
that
exclusive
mindset.
information.
Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Let's see.
look at that.
Zoom in. Oh,
Enhance.
I love it.
I thought it was a good one.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. So in your character's backstory, he's a family man. Now, not
Yeah.
everyone knows about that about Duffy, but like,
Yeah.
you know, he has a long history in the DA.
Yes,
Yeah. And you know, kind of.
29 years.
Is he like a schedule-based man? Like
100%.
Yeah. I kind of tell me if I'm wrong here. I kind of picture him normal Saturday morning, probably wife in the kitchen cleaning up after making breakfast. Is Duffy? Is he like a paper reading guy, a news guy?
What's Saturday morning? What time?
A breakfast time, like 9:00.
9 o'clock? Well, he's getting ready for Saturday games.
See, okay,
He's
so he's
gotta
probably
Football.
He's got to watch his
so he's in front of the TV.
yeah.
Got it. All right.
Well, spring break. No, that wouldn't be football, would it? That would probably be
it's
basketball.
Yeah, I guess what time of year is it?
Yeah, it's springtime.
It's springtime?
Yeah.
So, you got
So-
what, basketball
May.
probably?
Yeah, he's
March,
probably
right after March Madness?
Yeah, waiting for basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Saturday morning?
He's
He's in front of the TV.
Most
Misha.
college games are
Yep.
He's in front of the TV.
Let's make it easy for you.
I made a schedule of all the games so that I could plan this
Yeah,
around
exactly.
where the games were.
Yep. It's like a Back to the Future 2
Nice.
situation.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
So Duffy's sitting in front of the TV, and this commercial comes on, and it just says, "The world's first, a gentleman's club, Duffy's, the first Chinese pizza corral. Put some chow mein on your Hawaiian today. Call to reserve."
And then just because it kind of sounds interesting, he would start paying attention.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, if he was paying attention,
I
he
mean,
would.
not the gentleman's club because he's married, happily married.
Yes.
But like the chow mein and pizza sounds cool.
Yeah, chow mein and pizza. If you were paying attention at this point, you would probably realize that A and gent in a gentleman's club is underlined.
A gentleman. Oh, a gentleman's Duffy. Oh, yeah. You got me.
I got
That's
you.
a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you call?
He wouldn't realize that. He would just call for the pizza and chow mein. But yeah, he would call.
All right. So you call the number, and a woman's voice answers, and she says, "They said it would rain tomorrow, and as a Delta Green agent,"
You can't trust the weatherman. Not in the summer.
and she would say, "Knock, knock, Agent Duffy. Thank you," and hang up. And as she hangs up, there's a knock on your door.
Damn.
And then he would be kind of bummed that there's not a place where he can get that. But then he would go answer the door. He's,
Yeah.
I got it. And he'd answer the door.
No, okay. So you answer a door.
Mm.
And as you answer the door, you kind of hear a car door, like maybe, not in front of your house, a car door slam and then like drive off. So you don't really see who got in the car or anything. But as you look down on your doorstep, you see a box. And underneath the box, you see a manila envelope. And as you open the door and look down, the box starts to ring.
Bomb.
Yeah. And he would answer the phone.
You open up the answer phone, and then you kind of hear this low, sultry man's voice, like almost like Clint Eastwood, and he just says, "Agent Duffy, good to hear from you." We fade to black.
Oh, okay.
All Alrighty, so next we have Chris, and Chris made his character a very long time ago and got it to me very swiftly. I've had a lot of time to look at your character, so I think I know him pretty well. Thank you.
Well, you know, as a fellow GM, I try to make sure I give you enough time to properly look over stuff.
Well, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about Agent Ace?
Yeah, so
what's that?
Ace.
Ace? All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Agent Ace is he's 52 years old currently. He is a intelligence analyst for the CIA, or I think it's CIA. He graduated with a BA and master's in political science from Stanford.
Damn.
He is about 6'4". He's got a pretty large build. He's an ex-professional wrestler.
Nice.
So like he's got like that like weight gut where it's like he's not super strong anymore, but it's kind of and he's got like short peppered hair and a mustache. So if anybody has seen Tom Atkins from Night of the Creeps or Halloween 3, that is who my character is based off
How
of.
do I know that name?
He's also the father in the newest My Bloody Valentine movie.
Yep.
So
I did research. You said Tom Atkins, and I was like on it. I was
Yeah.
like, Google.
So he is, he's just kind of a big guy. Like I say, 6'4". So he's got a strange son, an ex-wife. So he's a single man currently, just kind of living his life in Colorado, I believe is where I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was
You
currently
did.
at. So
Look
at me remembering shit.
Yeah. Well, you did do this like 9 months ago. So,
That's
like,
true.
Oh, wow.
Kudos. So where does Agent Ace lie in the Delta Green timeline? Is this like it's first, second, third, fourth mission? Where's
I
he going?
kind of figured it was probably like third
Third?
is fourth. He's done it a couple times.
He's done it a few. He knows what he's getting into.
To
at
the
this
fact
point.
that, like, I envision that's what like, broke up his marriage.
Yeah.
Is like him doing this stuff and then seeing the horrors of reality and then
Sure.
unbeknowingly taking it out on his family.
Sounds about right.
So
Okay, so you gave me like a little intro for him, and I modified it just a little bit to fit with what I was. The theme going on. So I'll just go ahead and read some of the intro that you gave me. A blue sky hangs over.
Spelling mistakes and all, don't forget those.
Oh, yeah.
I don't proofread. I just write.
A blue sky hangs overhead as a black Kia Amati. I don't know how to. Car.
It's an error. It's okay.
Car.
No, it's an actual model of car.
Pulls
It's
into
very cheap.
Well, you said spelling error. I was just trying to give her an error.
Pulls into a gated complex in Westminster, Colorado. After showing his badge to the gate attendant, we see Duke Elmwood.
Yeah.
Elmwood.
Duke Elmwood.
Find a
Elmwood?
parking
Oh, yeah,
spot. He finds a parking spot the furthest away so he can, just be away from everyone else. And, he kind of wants to get his extra steps in. And he exits his car and checks himself in the reflection of the tinted windows to make sure his suit and tie look straight. The reflection staring back at him is an aged man, a few months away from 53rd birthday, with a thick white mustache and short peppered hair. He has a large frame and keeps himself in mostly good shape, but you can't outrun Father Time. He stands just shy of 6'4" on a good day. He weighs around 255, and some of that being muscle left over from his youth. Yeah, a little bit of typos, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's it. I don't proofread. That's right.
Elmwood gets on the elevator and arrives on the 5th floor and finds his post among the cubicle farm that encompasses most of the interior of the building. At his station are some books on golf, fishing, and various business books. Adorning the walls are various awards and certificates that Elmwood has earned over the 20 years with the CIA as an intelligence analyst. Let's see. There's a photo of a younger man who looks like Elmwood in his wrestling days. Duke pauses briefly, staring at the photo, and a small pang of regret fills his heart. Maybe he would reach out and see if Ethan wants to catch a game. No, that would be foolish. He'd make it explicitly clear that he didn't want to have a father anymore. That's just so sad.
He's not a good dad.
Well...
You see some shit?
Yeah, it's just so sad. I don't know. Anyway. Agent Ace gets to his cubicle. He sits down, boots up his computer, and it's Windows because it's an office building. They all have Windows on their computers.
He's the one Linux. No.
Yeah. He boots up, and the second his computer boots up, he hears a little like a little conversation happening, and the little intro says the intro of the message just says they said it would rain tomorrow, and as a Delta Green agent, you would reply.
I type it back, right?
You would type it back.
Okay. He would. I'm trying to figure out his voice now. He'd be like, "Can't trust the weather, man. Not in the summer."
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then you just get a reply back that says, "Mail's here. Thank you." And as the conversation ends, it just says conversation ended at the bottom, you start to hear the familiar squeaking of the wheels of Cliff, the mail boy, kind of getting closer to your little cubicle.
All right.
It's squeak, 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 squeak. And there's a familiar sound to you because you've been here for a long time. And everyone knows that Cliff is married to the CFO of the company, Heather. And everyone kind of just knows that he got the job that he has now because of nepotism. And they all know that it's a green card marriage. But for some reason, Cliff is the one from Ontario. So he rolls up and he stops at your cubicle. And you see him kind of like... He's kind of like... Oh, how you doing there, Duke? Or how you doing today?
Cliffy, how's it going, buddy?
No, it's going good. Tish and I was, we were trying to figure out if we can get that RSVP for that potluck on Saturday.
Potluck? Yeah, I think it'll just be me. I got no one else coming, but what do you guys need me to bring? You need,
Oh, we were thinking you could do that pot roast, because, you do that good pot roast and everyone just kind of likes seeing you there. And I think that Tish wanted to go ahead and just introduce you to Amanda from HR because she just got that divorce, eh?
Oh, that's very nice, but, yeah, right now I'm just kind of flying solo. But yeah, I can get the potluck, I can get that pot roast put together. Shouldn't be too hard to get that together. So yeah, just put me down, write me down. I'm bad at following up on things, but just put me down for one. Let Trish know. We'll be good.
We will. Oh, we just like seeing ya, because, company morale and all. Anyway, so it was a cold morning. I hope you brought your toque. Noticed you came in a little late.
Just getting out of the traffic and all that, getting here. It can get that way.
And as he's talking to you, he's just waving this envelope around, just like, doesn't have a care in the world, and, he's like...
I think Duke's just talking with him. He just...
And I wrote Duke because it's like your company, so if I wrote Agent Ace, they would know who to give it to.
Right.
So
Makes
that's
sense.
like, out there. Anyway, so he's like, it's just the weirdest thing happened. I was downstairs sorting my mail like I do. And this gentleman just walks up to me, and usually when I get that mail, it's from like one of those bike messengers, with the tight shorts and all, and there's no people skills. But this guy, you get lost in his eyes if I tell you what. And he handed me this. He said it was urgent, and then I just swear I just lost track of time. He just disappeared. Anyway,
That'll happen. People. Yeah, no, you got a lot of things going on, Cliffy. I get it. You gotta get that mail sorted.
I do.
Gotta get to the right floors. It's a lot.
It's an important job.
Everyone respects what you do around here.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much.
Whatever's happening in Misha's world game here, everyone is horny.
Just for Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes ahead and he hands you the envelope.
He'd be like, he'd like kind of like gesture towards it with the envelope, just like, all right, Cliffy, I'll catch you later, man. 7 o'clock for the thing on Saturday, right?
7 o'clock? Yeah,
all right,
hope
I
to
got
see
it.
ya.
It's in the noggin. We're gonna be good. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
And he kind of turns around. He like waits till he hears the squeaking further away, and then he opens it up.
Yeah, and he opens it up, and as you start to open it up, the phone at your cubicle starts to ring.
Duke picks it up and just goes, "Thrill me."
God damn.
I love it.
That is actually how Chris answers his phone in real life, too.
I thought he would answer it like, let's party. Okay, so you answer it, and a deep, sultry man's voice answers, and he's just like, Agent Ace, long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. How you doing there?
We fade to black. All right, so acid reflux. At this point in time, acid reflux is aware of Delta Green. He's been contacted.
Yes.
But he hasn't done a mission yet.
There's the coffee shop. We ran the origin scene.
Yeah, the coffee shop. Can't forget the coffee shop.
Yeah.
So, what is like a typical cabin in the woods life like with a techno aficionado acid reflux? Like, does he sit at his computer and just like click and clack away at all his monitors, and he probably has like 6 monitors or something?
Right. Well, I would say, I mean, if this works for you, I mean, he's just kind of establishing it at this point. I think like maybe recently he bought it and he's just like getting it with all its tech. He's installing things. He's procrastinating, playing Dota.
So his character is based off you.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, a little bit.
Just listen to nothing but Base Hunter.
Base Hunter, exactly.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I would never have thought about Base Hunter ever again in my life.
Yep. He's gotten to the point where he rages very easily at the video game. So he calls people noobs. He says easy mid, go next. You know, these types of sayings. He's saying them a lot now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as acid reflux.
Seems like a lovely guy.
Yeah.
As acid reflux is, connecting circuits and wires and soldering and all that jazz, getting his workstation up. Here's a knock at the door.
And I just like go. I'm like, I just instantly I turn around like in a blink of an eye, like so spooked. There shouldn't be anyone
There
here.
shouldn't.
Nobody knows about this place.
No, you have security cameras?
I do, and now I'm instantly wondering if there's something wrong with that camera.
Yeah. Are you checking them?
Yeah, I said so. I go to the feed and look at the camera.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Which one's higher, SIGINT or alertness?
SIGINT, yeah.
Or SIGINT is SIGINT.
Yes.
What is it?
It's 61.
61?
Sorry, it'd be 60 actually.
60?
Right, because I hadn't gained the point that I gained in the previous campaign.
Why don't you go ahead and roll that?
Okay. Oh wow. All right. Rolling for on 60, huh? Hilarious. 67.
67? You don't notice anything.
It's a fail.
You don't notice anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the camera.
You don't see anything on the camera.
Okay.
But I will say, because it's the beginning campaign and it doesn't quite matter, I'll just give this one to you. If you looked long enough at the camera,
Yeah.
you would notice that it is looping every 10 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. And I think I would do this anyways. I go out to the front window and kind of peer out, but like super carefully.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do see a man standing there with a cup of coffee and a manila envelope under his arm.
Okay. So I'm like, well, that was a lot of progress. And I hit the button, which just like deletes all my files.
Sure. All right.
So then
Take a magnet to all your hard drives.
Yeah, exactly. And then I grab my shotgun and then
Sure.
I go to the door and I go, who dare?
Who dare? Yeah, you just hear like an old man voice and answer back, and he's just like, "Hey, Director Easton here. Mean you no harm from Delta Green."
Okay, all right. Okay. I was expecting a phone call, I suppose.
Well, that's some directors. That's not quite me.
Okay. How do you prove? Do you have any identification?
Well, I have something in my hands that I think only Delta Green would know about, but I also managed to get you your regular cup of coffee at the corner mart. I asked your barista what Eustace usually got, and she said, "Benta shot."
That is. Okay, all right. Well, okay, congrats. You know my coffee shop. You have any identification you can put in the window?
Yeah, that's how he like, I don't know, does Delta Green have, like, identification?
I don't
Why
know.
don't you tell us?
Oh, yeah.
Do,
So
do you have a card? Show me your card.
Yeah, he doesn't have a card, but he kind of just, like, throws up, like, a manila envelope at the window, and he's just like, "I have some mail for you, kid."
All right, put it under the door.
Can I just have a moment of your time?
Okay, all right. Well, all right, show me your hands. You got any weapons on
And he
you?
holds up the cup of coffee in his hands. He's just like, "I got nothing, kid."
All right, I open the door. I'm pointing the gun at him. All right.
Yeah, and he totally takes it. He's like, "This is strange. I get it. I don't blame you."
Dude, what if you just blasted our fucking handler
Right.
story over,
You
bitch?
should be like,
I'd be like, "Okay."
that wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, no, I do not pull the trigger.
So
It was a Sente Vente.
oh
Now
my
I
god,
gotta kill that nice coffee lady too.
I need that on a t-shirt.
All right, toss me the envelope.
Yeah, he kind of like just puts the envelope on the ground, and he like just tosses it or moves it over closer to you, and he puts the cup of coffee on the table, and he's just like, You know, I tried to also get one of those for myself, just out of sheer curiosity. Son, are you trying to kill yourself?
Yo, what? You're not a fan of caramel?
I immediately tossed it out the window, expecting it to be an incendiary device.
Yeah, well, not everyone has great taste.
So he pauses again, and he kind of looks around your cabin. He's like a little bit pacing. He's like just taking it all in, And he's like, so, acid reflux. I like that you started out with a status ailment. Throws your opponents off guard. I respect it.
Wait, what?
Acid reflux.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, nice. All right, good. I was like, nice, I like it.
Oh, I should probably hand this to you since it's now in your hands.
Oh, right, thank you, yep.
So he kind of like walks around the room and he's kind of like fiddling with things on the wall, like moving buttons and stuff. And he's like, back in my day when I was in my cell, I was the techno-babble guru in my time. I could take apart a toaster and turn it into a stun gun in 10 minutes. Chicks really dug it.
Yeah.
But now it's just all about IP addresses and HTML.
And I just laugh at I'm not even going to try to correct you.
Don't.
And I'm like, well, it worked out better for you than I.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I like this coffee barista lady, but that's it. Yeah.
Yes, we know.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm assuming you know about Delta Green. You've been contacted.
Yes.
Before. Yes.
I
well,
have.
As I said, my name is Director Easton, and I think this particular case might be of interest to you. You see.
Like it. East and West.
Yeah.
Play
You noticed. You noticed.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. And he's like, okay, well, this particular mission is, well, let's just say that I really do like seeing my agents off for their first mission. It makes me feel like less of an asshole if they die and don't come back.
That's fair for your. I know. I totally know your type. This could have been an email. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good.
I love it. Okay. And he's like, I'll give you the lowdown, and everyone can open up their manila envelopes. I'm going to start detailing what's going on within the manila envelopes.
Info dump.
This is the info dump portion. Prepare to take notes. Even though, like, I put a lot of the stuff in there for you all to look at. So the info dump portion will go as such. And Director Easton just kind of starts pacing, and he's giving you the info dump. He's like, in 2 days' time, you'll arrive at Kauai Airport, where you will travel to the westmost point of the island and rendezvous with the rest of your cell. Now, Nihao is where the mission takes place. It was previously known as the Forbidden Island. It was named such because only residents and people that frequent there often could visit the island. Other than that, no one was permitted on it. Until recently, the island was purchased by a Tiffany Mallows. It was about a few years ago that she purchased this, and almost immediately upon purchase, she started erecting the 5-star megla hotel dubbed the Hemlock. And now it is just the spring break resort for all the Ivy League assholes, future politicians, CEOs, lawyers of America.
So it's Bohemian Groove, but in Hawaii. Okay.
Tiffany Mallows got all of her money because if you looked in the news recently, over the last few years, she got her money from being the widower of billionaire real estate tycoon Frederick Mallows. So she turned it into the spring break resort of the basically where you're supposed to go other than Cancun. And then she ended up and of course the residents that live there on there now do not like this. They don't like the hustle and bustle. They don't like the partying. They liked their quiet life. So everyone there is just miserable. So she turned it into the spring break resort, and then about a month ago, I went out of character. About a month ago, we did send a cell previously. We lost contact within 24 hours. It was very strange.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, though, we do have agents on the island, and this is also probably pertinent to say Frederick Mallows, not so coincidentally, we think, was a resident on the island about 50 years ago. give or take. He never went back to our records again. We don't know if this is a coincidence, but we don't want to overlook it. We do have ex-agents that do reside on the island. We do think this is a coincidence. We have an Agent Hogan and an Agent Whispers, and they've been retired for about 2 decades now, so they don't do much.
Hogan and Whispers?
Yep.
And so they're retired, and they just happen to be there. What, they live there?
They live there now. They're retired agents.
I hate to be this fucking guy,
Oh, yeah.
but that was not in our manila envelope.
Yeah,
Do
this
we
is
know
new
that?
information.
Not talking to Easton?
Oh, no. Well, I'll answer your question.
Please do.
Agent Hogan and Agent Whispers is actually Kevin and Suzanne on your character sheets.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good question. Yeah.
Wait,
Which
sorry. Everyone else has a realization. What just happened? Okay. Suzanne and
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay.
Yeah.
And that, I'm so sorry, is not noted in their description.
it's not. I was just gonna verbally tell you. I was running out of
My
space.
immersion is
Okay,
ruined.
cool,
I need you to restart.
No.
Give me a better handout.
So which one?
With all the craziness that's been happening with timeline, and I'm not an agent, I am an agent.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, running out of space is perfectly.
What is the? So who's who? It's Hogan and
Whispers.
Whisper, and then who's who?
Suzanne, or you can call her Susie, but you'll know that shortly. Susie is Agent Whispers,
Okay.
and Kevin is Agent Hogan.
Damn, dude, I thought.
I hope he's a little mini Hulk Hogan. I'm so excited for that.
Well, I don't mean to ruin it. I'm sorry. It says he has paranoid schizophrenia. I thought he was Whispers. You know what I'm saying?
That might be too inappropriate.
I shouldn't assume.
I
I shouldn't assume.
All right. Good. Okay. Thank you. I'm caught up.
Okay. Let's see. We got a report from Agent Hogan that he discovered that not the same amount of people were leaving the island as there were entering the island. So he was getting a little bit paranoid, as you do. And he submitted a report, so that's when they sent the first cell. And they lost contact within 24 hours.
Wait, there's people leaving that aren't, or there's more people leaving than entering?
Yeah, so like
Gotcha.
it's the
Wait, more people leaving or more people entering?
More people
People-
entering.
more people entering than there are leaving.
So there are
there's like
people
missing
moving to the
people.
island.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's spring break. Like people
I
just
guess
don't
so,
like
yeah.
move there.
And it doesn't really seem like the type of place where they keep like a census in that.
Yeah.
If it's a small island, there's only a finite amount of places
There's
they're
like,
going to
yeah,
put
we,
them
we
motherfuckers.
know
Yeah.
who lives here. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
right,
you
yeah.
guys were having your Reflux's introduction. I looked it up. That's a real fucking place.
Yep.
With like they really do like just have a couple people that live there.
Wow.
I also do want to point
Nice.
out that
Well
we
played.
got these fucking really cool
Oh, yeah.
fake boarding passes
Oh, yeah, we got
that are
boarding
on
passes.
like really nice like photo stock.
You should
Yeah.
take a photo of these and put them on the.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
round
Yeah.
cornered, really officially. Like
Yeah.
it's really
It's pretty
cool.
sick,
Yeah.
actually.
Did you
yeah.
cut them corners yourself?
I did, but they're not perfect. But
No.
nah.
No, dude, they
You
look
missed
great.
you missed one over here.
I've never put that much effort into something, so bravo.
Yeah.
and thank you, Tyler, for looking it up. I appreciate that. I did do a lot of research and try to make this make as much sense as possible.
This amount of effort
no.
is not sustainable for back-to-back campaigns, I'm sure.
No, this might be my only campaign, but I needed to get it done. Okay, so Agent Hogan started to dig deeper into the missing people, and he discovered that they all stayed in the same room at the Hemlock. They all stayed in room 237.
All of the
Missing people.
Missing people.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah. All of the missing people have all.
And is this the missing agent, like the team that went, stayed there?
Or are you just talking
He
about?
doesn't know. He doesn't know that part.
Okay,
Just
got
the
it,
missing
got it,
people
got it.
that came to the island all stayed in the same room.
And that was
Oh.
Room 237. So then he's going on about, and he's kind of saying, okay, so your mission comes in 3 parts, son. Your mission is to 1, locate and retrieve the missing agents, if you can. 1 in particular, an Agent West. She has pertinent information we cannot let go unchecked. We need to know her status, and if it's not retrievable, take care of it.
Okay. If it's not retrievable, as in the information. Sorry.
Or the agent.
Or the agent. Okay.
Take care of it.
You can tell he really cares about you when he comes to see you by referring to other agents as it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
2, find out why the people are missing and where they go, if they go anywhere. And if you do find out what is happening on that island, the third part is to make sure it does not leave that island by any means necessary.
Containment.
Nuke the island. Got it.
Yep.
Never burnt an island before, but we'll try.
Strauss, if anybody could do it, Strauss could do it.
Also, we probably shouldn't do that with what happened in Maui recently. That might be frowned upon.
Oh,
I was writing this before what happened to Maui, by the way.
yeah.
Okay.
That would be a little insensitive.
All right. So, everyone got their boarding passes.
Yeah.
They went
Do
to...
are we all sitting next to each other?
I'm in C.
No, they're all the same
11A.
seats. I didn't
Probably-
change
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I
I'm
didn't-
11A also.
Well, now we're gonna have an argument.
Yeah,
yeah.
Probably not even flying in from the same airport.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you guys are just different.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd compare tickets, but you did.
Expect the unexpected.
So I just figured that you would arrive at the rendezvous point west of Kauai Island on the dock around the same time. Like within a half-hour time span, you all would just like start showing up one by one.
So
at the
do
dock.
I have a gun, or what's the deal?
I would figure, like, you know, as agents, you would maybe check
Right.
these
Check
things.
a firearm.
Because,
Alright.
like, we can, federal agents.
Oh yeah.
I think CIA intelligence analysts might be able to.
Yeah. What's our cover on
definitely.
this?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we got guns.
All right. I just want to know.
I will promise I will give you the
We'll get
information
there.
on
Just
that.
let the story unfold. Damn, son.
All right, so you get to the dock, and per your instructions, you're supposed to go to where the boat is lodged at D4 spot. So I'm assuming as a group, you rendezvous with each other, and then you go to where you're supposed to rendezvous at D4.
Are we all getting? Are we getting one rent a car for everybody?
Well,
That's what we gotta figure out.
from Kauai, you still have to ferry over to Niihau.
Can we walk to there, or do we have to get a car to get from there to from where it lands at the airport to where it is? Is
there-
it something
are there-
I think
drivable, walkable?
You do have to drive from Kauai Airport to where the dock is.
I'm sure we just get a taxi or
Yeah, you
something.
can
Uber
just
it?
get a taxi, yeah. Taxi works.
And Uber exists in 2018, right?
Yeah.
Quick question.
On the island, though, might be tough to find a ride.
So Niihau. Oh, I'm thinking Kauai is pretty big, though, isn't it? And that's the
Oh,
smallest
yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
islands.
Yeah, it's pretty small. You can drive there.
But yeah, there's an Uber there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Yeah.
Or they have a shuttle or some shit.
I
Who
thought
knows?
we were on the Forbidden Island.
No.
No, yeah.
We're
There
on the
is
dock
not an
about to go to the forbidden.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about.
yeah.
So question, I
Yeah.
don't have like normal federal creds or anything. Probably like how do I do that as a civilian?
You don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't
And if
have
you
a
gave
gun.
me your
You
character
can-
sheet,
You can check a gun,
You
but you
can.
have to check it and you have to provide documentation.
You have to
Yes.
show that you own it and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can do that. Okay,
Which,
so I do
like,
that.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Okay, so you all get to you start walking up to slot D4, and leaning against the post next to a little little tiny boat, little dinghy boat, is a man with an orange Hawaiian shirt, some khaki
Right on.
pants, and some sandals, and he's leaning up against the light post, and he's just like inhaling this cigarette.
What?
Yum.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, would Agent Ace know Rutak?
Probably. I think Ace is also dressed in Hawaiian shirt as well.
Yeah. Okay.
He's 100%
Sure.
like same thing. Like he's got like Hawaiian shirt, like cargo pants on. And he's just like,
Oh,
oh, nutsack, a rutsack. What's going
Yeah.
on?
So as previous agents, I'm going to assume that Duffy and Strauss know of Rutak, but if you don't, that's
No,
totally
no,
fine.
we would know because he was on our cell.
Yeah, yeah.
We would know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he flying in?
He's there ahead of us.
He's there. Well, he was there waiting for you because
He has a license.
he has a boating license.
Yeah.
He can ferry you over.
Mm.
So,
So-
I'll let
No,
the
go-
story unfold. You'll probably answer it. In a
He
few
is our guy from the underworld. He's going to row us across the river Styx.
So he goes around and he.
Oh
and he-
shit! Chris figured it out.
Oh no.
Hawaii is hell.
So Rutak kind of like he goes around and shakes all your hands, and he doesn't shake acid reflux's hand. He just kind of like puts a cigarette back in his mouth, and he's like, "Who's this jabroni?"
We don't really know. I guess we should all make
I
formal
don't know this
introductions.
guy. Who are you? Hi,
Hi.
Name's Ace. How's it going?
Strauss.
I'm going to call you Shooter. So
Yeah.
you give me a name.
Call you shooter.
Yeah. I'm Agent Acid Reflux.
Agent
Okay.
acid.
Agent acid reflux.
Yes, that's the name. That's the name. I hack. Okay, we have cool hacker names. Get over it.
All right.
Got
Jeez,
it.
you're
Yeah.
real defensive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's happening. This is cool. I'm both intrigued and
You got a free trip to
Go.
Hawaii. Calm down.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. All right. I'm just a little.
Yeah,
on
you had
edge.
that giant coffee at the airport. It was like
Yeah.
$14.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I don't, then I'm tired. I
I
don't
realize we're getting on a boat. You're not gonna be able to shit for a while. I hope you're gonna be okay with that.
Yeah. Well. I mean, there's plenty of places to shit. Right?
Yeah, everybody knows there's no toilets on boats.
Never. Who would invent that?
Well, it looks like we're going to this big hotel. They probably have a shitter.
Yeah. So I think Duke would probably like introduce like, so shooter, that's Duffy Strauss. Call me Ace.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I do want to establish that Duffy is also in a Hawaiian shirt. But how he always had that red Louisville, University of Louisville sweater, it's now just like a bright red U of L Hawaiian shirt.
I'm sure they
Nice.
got to make it.
They do, yeah.
100%.
They definitely do, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has like 5 of those that he's just going to recycle.
Oh, sure.
I think Rutsack would be like, or he'd look at Rutsack and be like, "Can I get a smoke for everybody?"
Oh, yeah.
And he would just he would light up and start taking a big old,
Yeah, I think
big old
all of
drag.
us start smoking. All 8 of
yeah.
us.
Strauss, do you smoke?
No, he doesn't.
And he looks at you. No, I'm just
Blows in his face.
Oh yeah,
You know those things kill you, right?
Yeah, I think
No,
I was
he
a
doesn't
big
actually care.
vapor.
But
So,
we're
yeah.
fighting gonna kill us anyway.
Oh, yeah, you're vaping.
Yeah, I was a big vaping. I'm cloud chasing for sure.
You had to check that shit too.
Yeah.
On they did
really?
not. They
Oh,
wouldn't
shit.
let a battery like that on the
Oh
airplane.
damn.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
well, you could probably you couldn't have it as a carry on.
That seems like a bomb, just even if you don't make it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So I kind of picture Agent Rutsack is like a severe chain smoker. Like before his last cigarette is even out, he lights the other cigarette with the past cigarette and then flicks the other one and just starts going again. He's like heavy smoker.
But he doesn't flick it in the water, right?
He might. He's an asshole.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is Hawaii.
Yeah, and
We're
there
gonna start
are
a
no
forest fire
rules.
with that.
Leave it cleaner than you found it.
He's just like whatever. I don't care.
Should I read this bio that you provided like as we go, or is this just between
It's
for
not an
us?
It's just for you guys
Okay.
because I know like taking notes on who is
Yeah.
who is kind of
I like
like
it, okay.
you have to rush and like I just wanted to provide it for you so you can have it at the
as long
ready.
as if you didn't think, basically, I wanted to like give you an opportunity for the listeners to see your bios other than what you described.
No, it's not a
Okay.
necessity.
All
Those
right.
are just for you guys. I'll go through
All right.
everything too.
So I think,
You
yeah,
can put it on the gram.
we can, yeah.
Sure,
Eastwood
yeah.
lives like, so you're a boatman today? You taking us crossed?
God damn it! You didn't have to fucking remind me.
You been there yet? What's the situation over there?
Well, as per Delta Green rules, I'm not allowed to step foot on the dock. I'm a glorified taxi driver. They grounded
Rough stuff,
me.
man.
They grounded me. They grounded me because they got too obsessed about with the last mission. I'll tell you what. If I get too obsessed, I'll kill myself. They don't have to do this.
You should get obsessed with littering. Not littering.
You know
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
Rucksack.
Yeah.
Duffy? Not today. Not today.
Are we, what's the tip rate? What's the tip rate in Hawaii? How much are we giving you for this trip?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, get my bags.
All right, let's just.
Yeah, give my bag.
So you guys
I
got
love
get your
that.
luggage in the little dinghy boat. It's not really a dinghy. It's got like a little cover. It's like more of like a fishing boat.
Right.
There's like
Okay.
room to sit down, and there's like a little canopy. So
We're
it's
big
like,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not crowded, but it's definitely not like big enough to
not like a
do much
ferry
else.
boat, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's just-
exactly. And it's not like a rowboat either.
It's like a
got
charter boat.
Exactly. So Agent Rutsack, he's like the only one that had like a boating license. So they grounded him. He's a glorified taxi driver. He's the only one that they could get to go back and forth from the island. That's his role. He's not allowed to step foot on the island.
So is he going to be available for us, like if we need to get back to this island, like the mainland? Can we call him and he'll come pick us up?
Well, I will get to that. You
God,
have very
I should stop asking questions. I apologize.
you are good. You're on top of it.
No,
I respect it.
Misha, you're on top
I had
of
the
it.
same
Keep
thought
going.
too. I was gonna bring it up and talk with him, like, so, we calling you when it's done or what? But
I don't
we'll
want
get
to
there.
stay at that fucking hotel.
Well, good news is that you're not staying at the hotel because we do not know what the fuck is going on over there. So, yeah.
Do we know anything? People are disappearing. That's it.
That's all we know. We know people are going missing. We know that the whole purchasing of the island is weird.
At this point, do like Duffy and Strauss and I guess also Ace know West?
I'm gonna assume you guys don't know. You may know of West, but you haven't personally met her
Okay. Do we know that she's one of the agents that's missing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we know that.
Yes,
part.
yes.
So has Easton been? Is this maybe now like not the first time that Easton has been our handler? Us three.
I'm assuming he's probably our
excluding
handler.
Reflex? Right. So
Yeah.
this is like not the first time we've dealt with Easton.
I'm assuming,
Probably, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the vibe I got, was that he's the handler, and then
Right.
Yeah. And I assumed like the only person that would know him would be Acid Reflex, so
True,
that's why
yeah.
I came to see him personally.
Oh,
but-
he didn't fucking come to see us personally
No,
on
he's
our
already
first
met you
mission?
guys. Yeah, I mean,
on our first mission, yeah, he would have met.
Probably
On our
yours.
first mission? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, oh, you fucking got to meet him?
Yeah.
yeah, so Retsack kind of goes on. He's just going to say, like, I'll be at the dock between noon and 6 every day. So if you need me, you know where to find me.
That sucks for you.
That's
It does suck for me.
Well,
Wait,
Stay
when you
out
say
of
the
the sun.
docks, you mean the docks over here, right?
The dock at the island.
I thought you couldn't set foot on the island.
He can't set foot on the
He's gonna be
island.
on
He
the
has to
boat.
stay on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, his job sucks.
I feel like the ownership would go farther into the water, but maybe I'm just wrong there.
No, dock, boat. That's where he sits.
Okay.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't know boat law.
Yeah, when are you
Oh
in
my God.
international water?
Can you guys just stop for a second? I promise I've thought about this.
If there's an emergency, in character, if there's an emergency and we call you, you better step on that fucking dock and come
Helps out.
help us out.
Okay, you're not allowed on the island, but is it like you're not allowed anywhere near, or is it like Pirates of the Caribbean rules where you can step in a bucket and you're set on the island?
Yeah, so is this like a thing where,
It's a good point.
like,
It's a good point.
this is a school and you're not allowed within 50 yards of the school?
Oh,
Or like, who's watching? Who,
Are you on a
who
list?
said you can't be here?
You're on a list.
I don't know. I'm just
right.
following orders.
All right.
I'm just following orders.
We would really be ribbing him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
to
well,
this
that's-
extent in
yeah.
real life. Yeah.
Oh, he is just so pissed off already.
And that
He's
just
not
feeds it
taking
more.
Yeah.
Like, three shitty older dudes, at least two guys who were in their 50s.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
we grew up in the area where you just bust people's balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Unrelenting.
Just because this boat is kind of small, it takes about an hour. And this is like later in the evening time wise.
Quit
It's
breathing
like
on me. Get away from me. Not enough room in here.
it's like 3:30, 4:30.
Okay.
So it's like later in the evening, and you get kind of closer to what you assume is Nihao Island. And 1 second, I'm going to get a map for you all to look at that I made.
Sweet.
Nice.
Is there any other boats? Now, you can answer this when you get back and put your map.
I have the answers.
No, I was asking, while we're
Jesus
going,
Christ.
are there any other boats that pass while we're going?
No.
Okay.
What the heck?
Okay.
Did you make that or print that?
I made that and printed that.
Jesus Christ, Misha.
There is a map
That's
of
a
the
map.
entire island, and it's done in a way where it actually has detail of like the zones in it, where there's like a forested area with a lake in the middle.
So where's
and
our drop zone?
Drop zone is at the dock.
where's
You
our,
were at
where
the
are we
dock.
dropping,
Fucking
boys?
Insane.
I don't see a dock.
Okay.
It's a line down here.
Yeah, so we got
Yes.
two yellow
Oh, okay,
circles, we got a
gotcha.
black circle, we got a red circle, and we got a red line. And it looks like
The
there's
purple?
there's a legend.
It's
There
a
is
purple line.
Yeah.
purple.
I
Yeah,
have
so
a
we got-
legend for easy
So
readability.
the dock is that long, or
Yep.
is it just?
It is a very long dock.
That's a huge dock.
It's a
It
very
covers the
long...
whole bay?
It's amazing.
The dock?
Yeah, look, it goes all the way across.
I mean, it's a very long dock. It's like a quarter-mile
Yeah,
dock.
there's probably a lot of waves out there.
Yeah.
Probably has to be really long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They really like fishing, so you know.
Get
They,
me to that fucking party zone. That's what I'm saying. though.
yeah. So yeah, I guess to say it. So it's kind of like a C-shaped island. In the middle, there's like a lighthouse, and then of the zones we have circled, there's a couple residential areas. She's got circled in yellow. There's the docks. So that's the purple line. There's yachts. So that's a black circle, kind of in a somewhat of a
in
residential
the inner bay.
In the inner bay, yeah. And then there's a party zone, like Jake said, he was in
It's
line,
pretty much the whole island.
which is the whole middle
Yeah.
part of the island. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they hunt people for sport.
Yeah.
They just cut that island in half. There's like two parts of the island now. So you get to the dock of Nihao, the Forbidden Island, and you kind of hear like the distant noises of like partying going on, but it's like very distant, like lots of bass music.
Okay,
Shit
guys,
comes
are we
techno.
gonna fucking talk about it? This is Spooky Island.
Spooky Island.
This is Scooby Doo,
Scooby-Doo, the first
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo movie.
the first Scooby Doo movie,
Basically.
which we
Yeah.
referenced in the first campaign, also with Mr. Bean and Neil
Yeah.
Montevarius.
That's the second one, right?
And
Yeah,
people are
that's
like
number two.
going missing and they're changing on the island, and they
Yeah.
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 I don't remember that movie hardly at all.
Go back and
No,
watch.
that's the first. No, that is the first one.
Tyler, I promise you,
No,
I
I
promise
remember
you, it
liking
holds
it.
up better than Mad Max.
Oh my god.
I mean, you might be right. That's good. Got me.
Okay. You get to the dock, and Rutsack does all like the nodding gear, and he like ropes the rope over the post at the dock, and he like ropes it
Ties
off.
it off,
And, yeah, he does all that, and then he's just like, if you need anything, I'll be here. You know what hours I'll be. And he
Better be here at noon sharp.
Yeah. Don't tell me to be on time. I'm always on time.
You gonna take our bags off the boat, or are we doing that?
What?
You gonna take the bags off the boat, or was that our job?
I am the taxi driver, not your fucking butler, okay?
Well, there goes your tip.
Yeah, that's what a fucking taxi driver does.
Yeah. He just takes like
Fucking
another
bags.
drag and he lights another cigarette and he's just like, I just can't believe he's so mad.
Yeah.
It's kind, it is
we love
kind of
you,
a bum,
Rutsack.
kind of a bum deal for him, for real.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
sucks.
just
Yeah.
take it out to Hawaii. It's like be at this dock for
Yeah.
6 hours a day.
Yep.
And then go across
Yeah.
to a different island.
Yep.
That's
He is just grumpy.
Yeah, and knowing his fate from our campaign, ugh.
Yeah.
I think as they were getting off the boat, Ace would like reach in his bag and like pull out one of those tiny little like small alcohol bottles that they give you on planes for like Jack
Sure.
Daniels, and like throw it to Rutsack.
Yeah, he'd be
Like,
like,
there you go, buddy. Thanks
Cheers.
for the trip.
Very nice.
cheers.
That's enough of a tip.
About 20 feet away on the dock, you see a very old man, decrepit, like about 80.
it. I pull out my gun and shoot.
You know, she's gonna make you roll one of these times.
I better be careful
Misha,
what I
that's how
say.
you curb that stuff. Is you make them follow
you
through
make
on
it commit. Yeah.
It's just an old man about in his 80s. He's got one of those like little foldable stools that he's sitting on. He has like a fishing rod over the side.
Okay.
He's got like a hat on, and his shirt just is one of those generic like I love New York shirts.
Gotcha.
And he's kind of like playing one of those like kind of looks like a hand carved flute, but it has those like different like
The piccolo.
Like a pan flute.
a pan flute, and he's just kind of like fiddling away at it, and he's just like, and he does like the 3-year-old toddler stare where you like start to walk by and he just like stops and he's just like looking at you.
Hey, Chief, catch anything yet?
He doesn't answer, but yeah.
I smack him. I'm joking.
Nope.
I pick him up and throw him in the water.
Roll for it.
So
I
I think if he didn't respond, he just
Yeah.
like keep on, be like, all right, it's
doesn't respond. He just
Does-
like as you go further away from him, you can hear the flute start playing again.
Weird.
He stopped to look at us.
Does he
just
look like
stopped to look
like
at you.
native Hawaiian?
Native Hawaiian.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's
I did. I was saying because I speak French, German, and Spanish.
I
was gonna,
know.
Like maybe speak to him in another language,
Nope.
like Guten Tag.
I mean, you can try.
Hola.
You could try. I mean,
I don't know how to say that. Hello in French.
yeah, and that also might not come across great if you're like this white guy who shows up in Hawaii and you're just like Buenos dias.
Yeah. I say ni hao. Ni hao.
Him having Spanish is for a reason. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I know.
He speaks
but
good. I got a 50 in Spanish.
Just in Hawaii, it's like,
Right.
yeah, come on.
But I was just trying to see if he looked like he was, a white person or a native Hawaiian.
he looks more native Hawaiian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if he doesn't say anything, then we'll just walk past him and
No, just
Um,
the 3-year-old toddler stare. It doesn't even
do
acknowledge
we know where we're staying on
Yeah,
this
I was
island?
gonna ask.
it. God damn it, you
I
guys.
think we're getting there. Yeah.
God damn it, you guys.
So me.
Well, I think that would be before we get off. But like, anybody get any sort of request for?
You will be meeting Agent Hogan. to
Ah,
pick
okay.
you up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know, and
I
then
will
we'll
let
go
you know.
straight to
But
Agent
I was
Hogan.
going to get there when you start walking towards the end of the dock, you start to see like this what kind of looks like a chubby toddler figure at the end of the dock, like on the island.
Would you say he maybe looks a little like Danny DeVito?
He does look like Danny DeVito.
Chubby
I
toddler
combined this
figure.
character with Danny DeVito from Always Sunny plus Cotton from King of the Hill.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has he
Okay.
got his shins blown off?
Yes.
Yes.
He does not have kneecaps.
Tiffany's knob.
So you start to like walk closer, and this figure at the end, and he's still like quite a ways away. You don't really see like what he looks like. You just like know it's a figure, and you see him just like yelling stuff at you, and he's like trying to like. It kind of looks like he's trying to hurry you along, and he's just like, and he's like not doing a very good job because he's so short and stuff. But as you get closer.
What? You're too short. I can't hear you.
You're lower. The
But
sound
he's like-
travels
he's
into my
like-
stomach. I can't. It needs to be higher.
You're too much of a beta male. I'm not paying attention.
So you get kind of closer, and you start to see like what he actually looks like. It's just like crazy white hair, like on both sides, just sticking straight out. And you get closer, and he kind of just stops and then turns around, takes out a gun, and starts shooting at the tree behind him.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hold on. What the?
These birds just start flying out of the tree, and he just starts yelling at the birds.
Acid reflux jumps into the water, like straight up. I'm in the water.
You do?
Yeah. I hear 5 shots. I just jump in the water.
It's still about like 50 yards away from the island, so you just.
No, yeah. I see a guy shooting. I'm jumping in the water.
And then he turns around. And
Newbie's not used to a couple bullets.
That makes sense. He turns around and he starts yelling at Acid Reflux, like, "Get out of the water! Get out!"
And I guess I'd be like,
You don't yell at him.
I'll get out of the water when you put the gun away.
Who the hell are you?
This is my friend Acid Reflux. You don't yell.
So I'm assuming you swim towards land. He's he's like, "I'm putting it away. Just get out of the water."
I mean, if I can reach the dock,
okay,
I can
then yeah, climb up. That's fine. I'm gonna have
I
you.
think Ace and them would help you up too.
Yeah.
So I'm drenched. My vape. I'm pissed. My vape is wet.
Your phone, everything that you have. Did you really set your bags down before?
No,
you
I jumped.
Okay.
Well, his trip is ruined.
No, that's awesome. So yeah, you get closer to the dock, and Acid Reflux is sopping wet, and then you get closer to you're standing next to Agent Hogan, aka Kevin, and he's just.
So what was the gunshots about?
Did you name him after a minion because his name is Kevin and he's a short guy?
Oh no!
Okay.
I just thought Kevin was like the first name.
No, it's a good name. I just was wondering.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like looks at you all, and he's very short. He does not have shins. It is just straight to like knee part to boot. He's just like, he is just incredibly short, man. Well, now he is. And he's like, "You can't stay on the dock, okay? You can't stay on the dock because those things, whatever they are, they'll send the signal to the mothership, and whatever is below that ocean, they'll just eat you up. They'll eat you up. So
I'm
don't
just,
stay
like,
on the dock."
Staring, like, looking back and forth between Ace and Duffy, like, what the fuck?
Do we know that this is the guy who
You don't know yet.
gave them the report, the information that we're here
You
based off of?
don't know this yet?
Yeah, like,
but-
why are you just shooting? Who are you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Chief, what's your name?
Sorry. They call in my prime. I was Agent Hogan.
Oh,
Hell yeah, brother.
And he did choose Agent Hogan because he was an agent in the 80s. So like, yeah, he was a little baby Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You seem like a fine American there. Let's not shoot and draw attention to us.
Okay, but they'll send the signals to the
we get that
mothership.
part. We need to probably get where we need to go.
And he kind of
We're meeting you, and there's a whisper. I don't know. Do you
are
know
there
any
cops
whisper?
on this island?
Yeah, Susie. There's a couple cops that's kind of useless.
Are
though.
they gonna? How often are gunshots fired around here? That's something we need to probably ask you.
Well, I think the sheriff knows it's pretty much me by now. Yeah.
So the hotel partiers, they don't like just pop off party rounds or anything like that.
I think they're mostly from America, so
Pop
I
off
think
party
they're just
rounds.
used to it.
A couple quick party rounds. Pop, 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 pop.
And he's just like, yes, sorry, sometimes my head's not straight. Anyway, so I'll be taking you over to the mainland, and you see behind him is like a rover, like an old school rover. It doesn't have like a top or anything. It's Hawaii. It doesn't need a top, so everything's just like sunless here, roofless. It's like an 8-seater, so it's a big like rover. And you can just probably tell by looking at it, it doesn't have suspension whatsoever. It's just old school. Yeah.
Yeah, might be able to shake you dry there, Reflux.
Yeah.
I
Put
think
that gun away, man.
Shaky
I think Duffy is also going to try to get in the driver's seat before Kevin, because he is not going to let Kevin this
true.
fucking crazy. He'd be like, "You can."
I feel like
drive
there's
me."
like bigger pedals on there, so like to compensate.
I was gonna say, you try to get into the driver's seat, and you see that there are phone books taped to the seat, and also you see there's like little pegs taped to the gas and
like stilts.
brake. Like stilts. Yes,
That's how cotton drives.
it is completely modified for Kevin.
Oh, this is great.
So
Okay.
we
This
are
is
going
great.
to get off of this boat and then let this crazy guy who's shooting into a tree just take us somewhere.
I mean, that's the mission, right?
That's
if
the
he's part of
mission.
Delta Green, then I think
And
Ace would probably Ace's mind is like, I've seen crazier shit, so like
I'm not so sure about this.
Well, I mean, you can always go back, but people may die. I don't know. It's not
All
up
right,
to
how
me.
long's the drive?
The drive inland is about half hour, 35 minutes.
Nice.
First stop, I was going to take you to the cafe that Beth owns, because Beth also owns the inn that you guys are going to stay at. I'm not taking you to the Hemlock without. You're not staying at the Hemlock. I'm not making that mistake again. I took Agent West and I took Agent Faust to talk to Tiffany Mallows. And I didn't hear from him, and then Agent Rhapsody and Agent Kingston went to go talk to the sheriff and never heard from them. So like, I'm making sure that you all stay together.
Is that
one team, or is that multiple?
Yeah, is that
multiple?
That
teams?
was the last cell that came a month ago.
Yeah.
So, do we know why we've just been shipping people here? Like, why did we initially have Delta Green agents come to the island?
Well, you initially came to the island because there was just missing people, mysteriously missing, no bodies, no missing people reports.
The partiers?
The partiers are just missing, like a lot, like over 100 people just go missing.
How do we?
Damn.
No, I don't want to besmirch you there, Hogan. But how do we know this? Do you keep track of everybody coming on the island? You camp out here and watch them. Is that why you like the birds there? Is you watch from the tree?
Well, actually, I've been keeping track because I'm kind of the janitor type around the island, so I do a lot of the upkeep, around with the residents, and sometimes I may happen to look at the logs when the boats come in to see, the capacity and what people come in as, and I did notice that just not the same amount of people are coming out of that hotel. It took a while for me to notice, but I noticed. They think I wouldn't have noticed because they think I'm crazy. They call me Bootleg Bilbo. I don't like
That's pretty good, not gonna lie, that's pretty good.
Which especially hurts because I don't have the boot to leg.
So, all right, let's get a rundown on their systems. You're a janitor. How good's their security system? How long? What kind of computers are they working in there? With this guy, he kind of looks at Reflex like he's a tech wizard.
Good.
I'm assuming, right? That's what you said. You're a
me.
hacker.
Yep, that's me.
That's the proper term. I want to make sure I don't besmirch you with whatever terminology you want
hacker.
to use.
Yeah, call me a hacker.
All right.
Good.
That's what they call a nerd.
We needed more of you back in my day. We did.
Fucking normies.
If he's got a hacker, or he's the hacker, man. Probably get him into that system and take a look and check the logs, right? There's probably some sort of logs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I'll get you as close as I can. I got you a better cover than when I got the last agents. The last agents, I didn't know how to get them in to see Tiffany. So I tried a Homeland Defense thing. She saw right through that. She's a smart lady. So I ended up mysteriously setting some yachts on fire to get you guys some Coast Guard inspector badges. There's one thing I know, no one knows a fuck about maritime law, so take advantage of that. And he's like, in the glove compartment are your badges I made up. And who's sitting in the front seat?
Not me.
Duffy? Duffy's sitting in the front seat. If you look in the glove compartment, you see 4 Coast Guard inspector badges in there. And they probably can have, I don't care what names they have in them. You can have agent names, I don't really care. Whatever
I'll
names.
just probably have my agent code name.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, so Duffy, I'm assuming you're going to hand those all out to the appropriate people?
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's like, yeah, I managed to also set one yacht on fire, coincidentally. The twins that ended up confirming or making up the Bootleg Bilbo nickname that now everyone calls me and I hate it. Not so coincidentally, the Merryweather twins.
You just throw a chair at him?
No, I set their yacht on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt really good.
So, is this something we need to be wary of? Are people going to come looking for you now, or?
Well, they don't know I did it. I'm very good at setting things on fire without people noticing
that's
me.
why we're here. Okay.
Yeah. So I got you a cover. Hopefully that works a little bit better. And I also got you a meeting with Tiffany Mallows around 6, so, it's a little bit later, but my goal is to get you all there in one group.
Tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Okay.
And then get you out.
Okay, I need a recap of, at some point there was someone was talking about digging through logs. I need a recap of what we know and what the current, next step is that we've determined.
Okay, so next step is, we're going to go to the cafe to meet Beth. And then go from
the owner of the cafe and owner of the inn that we're staying.
That you're staying at. Because Kevin doesn't want you to stay at the Hemlock, because it's dangerous. He doesn't know why the other agents went missing. So, yeah, he wants to not see you guys go missing as well.
Were they staying at the Hemlock?
The agents?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to stay at the Hemlock to be inside, but they never came back out.
So what was the call for logs? What was the whole point of that?
The call for logs?
We were. So they said something about pulling logs.
Oh, I said that. I was just saying if he knows, if he's a janitor, I mean, he is probably around cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
So if we could get you in or check something, we could have you get in the computer system and check the logs because they're going to have a register, right? They're going to check when people check in, when people check out.
The Hemlock, you're saying.
Yeah. So if we can get you in there to verify,
Gotcha.
Susie Q checked in.
Yep.
And then whatever time Susie Q checked out, but we know that they didn't check out because there's no evidence of them getting onto a boat or something like that.
Yep.
I'm just thinking that might be something.
Yeah, have the missing persons been reported?
No.
Yeah. So
Why
that would be
not?
something we could figure out is like, hey, Chuck left this day. We can figure out where Chuck is from, call them and say, hey, as Chuck showed up.
If they haven't been reported, how do we know that Chuck left?
There'll
There's been no one has
there'll be a
reported.
checkout report, right? That's what we need to figure out. Is there some sort of thing showing that these people
Are they
checked out on
I'm
like
saying
whatever?
is, how do we know who is missing? We can pull those records, but how do we know who's
Yeah,
missing
yeah.
because nobody's reporting
On
missing
that-
persons?
I'm assuming Bilbo is taking care of this, keeping track of this stuff.
I need to know that. Like, what are the total list of people that we know are missing now?
Yeah.
Based on the notable
4
characters.
agents, and
4 agents.
and he's claiming over 100.
Yeah, college
Whatever,
kids.
random
Other
people.
randos.
Okay. Anyone? Any other points of interest that are missing? Like Tiffany, Suzanne, they're all here. They're all doing
They're
things?
all
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only thing that seems other, like, and I'll get to this later too, but just so you guys know, so you don't have to keep asking questions. There will
we're gonna.
be.
Yep.
Well, this seems a little bit more pertinent. There are a lot of missing person reports being filed, but none of them are being signed out by the sheriff. So, it takes about 30 minutes from the end of the dock to get to the cafe. And Kevin will also make it known that you do have the Rover at your disposal, as well as Susie's car at your disposal. So if
Sweet.
you need to go to the island, you have 2 cars, 2 vehicles.
How bumpy is the ride? Is it a bad ride?
It's a bad ride. You guys, your asses
With
hurt.
no
Are you going
suspension.
to
Yeah.
take off the phone books?
Yeah. How movable are the pegs in this phone books?
You still want to drive? Because Kevin will take that as a personal offense.
Well, no.
So
if we're going to
he's
borrow the
saying-
car,
Oh,
He's
yes,
saying that
yes.
it's at our disposal, but he's driving?
No, he doesn't have to drive. No,
Okay.
you can take out. You can take out things. You
Get
can take
that
everything
crap out
out.
of there.
Eat
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
We don't need him.
But like Kevin's gonna make it clear that like he admires you guys because you guys are like in your glory days of being in Delta Green. So he's just gonna be like, I was as tall as this guy when I was in there, and he points at Ace, and he's just like, I love being tall. It was such a great.
I don't believe that, Chief, but
I was just going to say, I don't believe a fucking word.
Well,
Yeah.
like he's gonna lie about his
Yeah,
height.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it takes about a half hour to get to the cafe. And yeah, I think we'll leave it off there for our first episode. No cliffhanger, but there are cliffhangers to come, I promise.
What's at the cafe? Is it the agents? Is it the missing people? We'll find out next week.
I hope it's a cat cafe.
That was a cat.